So Ismail grew up in these people, the tribe of Jurhum, and he became a very strong man. When he became grown up, actually they admired Ismail. And later on, Hajar, may Allah's peace and blessings be upon her, died. So when Ismail grew up, he married one of the women from Jurhum, the tribe of Jurhum. And he established his family, and they had a life, a very vivid life. It was a proper town. One day Ibrahim came from Syria to check on his son. He came and he inquired about the house of Ismail. When he knew where the house of Ismail was, he went and he knocked on the door. His wife came out. He asked, "Is Ismail there?" She said, "No, he went out to do some work." So Ibrahim asked her, "How are you doing? How are you getting about in this life?" She complained to him. She said, "Life is very hard. We don't get what we want. Food is not the kind of food that we would like to have." And she complained. He said, "Okay, convey my greetings and my salam to Ismail when he comes, and tell him to change his doorstep." Then he left. Now when Ismail came back home, he asked his wife how she was doing. "Did anyone visit us today?" She said, "Yes, there was an old man coming. He came today and he inquired about you and you were out. Then he asked me about our life. Are we doing well in life?" And I told him that actually life is very hard, life is very tough. And I complained to him. Okay. Then he said that you have to change your doorstep. Now Ismail said, "That was my father." He realized that was my father Ibrahim, and he's telling me that I should divorce you. Change my doorstep. And I want you to mark these words. Doorstep. Change your doorstep. Why did he call his wife a doorstep? Okay. So Ismail divorced her. Then Ismail married another woman from them. And she was the daughter of the leader of that tribe of Jurhum at that time. He married her. And another time Ibrahim came to check on his son. So he knocked on the door. It was his wife. Okay. Is Ismail there? No, he went out to do some work. "How are you doing in this life? Is everything okay with you?" She said, "Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to Allah. Alhamdulillah, our life is present. We have everything here. We have food and we have drink. Allah hasn't deprived us of any of His bounties." So he said to her, "Okay, when Ismail comes back, convey to him my greetings and say to him, keep your doorstep." Then he left. When Ismail came back home, his wife told him that an old man came to visit us and he inquired about our life. I told him, "Alhamdulillah, we live in the grace of Allah and the bounty of Allah," and I praised Allah. And then he said to you, "You have to keep your doorstep." Ismail said, "That was my father, and he said that I should keep you. You are the doorstep." Now what is the point? I would like to shed some light on this because we are here to take lessons. Why did Ibrahim say change your doorstep? The doorstep is at the entrance of the home, of the house. It is the thing that you see from the house. And in a sense, it is the most important thing in the house because it is the entrance of the house, and when you depart the house, you depart through the doorstep. It's the doorstep, it's the title of the house. It is a reflection of the house. So if you look at the doorstep of some people, of any people, if it's clean, nice and tidy, okay, you know what kind of people they are. They are tidy, they are people who look after themselves, they are people who look after the cleanliness of the house. It is the title, it is the image of the house, it is the reflection of what you find in the house. And likewise, the wife is the reflection of what the house is. Actually, it is the wife, it is the mother who decides how the house is going to be, how your children are going to grow up. So this is the importance of the wife, this is the importance of the woman in the Muslim society. And in every society, the woman is the doorstep, the woman is the title of the house. It's not the man, it's not the father. Because the woman does the most noble job, which is to raise a generation for this society, for humanity. It is the wife that brings up the children according to the best standards or the worst. It is the wife that determines the future of the younger generation, of the coming generation. Yes, the wife does the most important and the most noble job ever known in human history, which is cultivation, which is bringing up the children and raising them according to the best standards. And any people who try to put down this wonderful position and this wonderful duty, any vision or any philosophy that tries to undermine the importance of this heavy and great responsibility are mistaken. And this is what we find today. People are trying to put down this wonderful job of the Muslim mother, of the Muslim woman. And I say, every Muslim woman that stays at home, looks after her house, after her husband, looks after her children and raises them in the best way. Now this woman really deserves admiration and respect and reverence. This is the real woman who is fulfilling her duty. It's not the woman that goes out to work and mix with men and lose her tenderness, her beauty and her softness and her wonderful character as a mother and as a woman, and loses her the feminine aspect of her character. This is not a woman who fulfills her duty. This is a woman who has wasted her life. The real woman, and that really deserves admiration and respect and deserves reverence and admiration and praise and appreciation, is the woman that understands her responsibility. She understands her mission in this life. That is to look after her house. That is to look after her children, to look after her husband, and present to humanity a wonderful generation. Even if you bring all the men, thousands of men, to try to cultivate a generation, to bring up the children in the best of ways, they won't be able to. Because this is a mission that only women are capable of. Not any woman. A woman that understands the rights of Allah. A woman that understands the reality of this life. Because she is the doorstep. She is the title of this house. She is a reflection, and she actually determines how this house will be. This is why Prophet Ibrahim told his son Ismail, in the first instance, to change his wife, to divorce her. Because this woman, you can tell, she's like a title for the house. She's like a doorstep. You can tell from her behavior, from her complaint, that she will not be a good mother. Therefore your children won't be okay. They won't be a good generation. But in the second instance, he told him to keep his doorstep, to keep his wife. Because he could tell that in the future his son would have wonderful children.